everybody, this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero with this latest weather update forecast from On the Motorcycle. Not necessarily a moto weather update, but just enjoying the nice, beautiful skies. Take a look at that sky right behind me there. It is so nice. I was riding around and I was told about an abandoned motorcycle, so I want to show you that real quick here. So from the view of my motorcycle, there's the abandoned motorcycle. Let's get a closer look at this abandoned motorcycle. So it does look like it's in pretty rough shape. There's a VIN. I've been told that this has been sitting here for months, so I don't know what it's about. All right, now to the weather. It really looks like the next rain chance is going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. Not a substantial amount, unfortunately. Not enough to really quench the drought that we're seeing. So why don't I head back into the studio and let's take a look at some forecast models and take a look at that drought situation. Alright, so we are back in the studio right now, so let's take a quick peek at some weather for the next week ahead. And let me transition on over here. Alright, so the weather story from the National Weather Service. This is actually pretty new. Over the past couple of days, it looks like. New graphic here for the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state region. They are trying to emphasize this for the tri-state area. 3-day forecast. It looks like Monday, so today on Monday, sunny with a high of 88. Tuesday, some storms, and Wednesday, some rain. So let's expand a little bit more on the storms and the rain coming through Tuesday and Wednesday. Actually, before we get there, let's go talk a little bit about the drought. So I have the drought monitor up. This really hasn't changed too much from the Games and Storms live stream that I had last Tuesday. We are still in a drought as of today on Monday, and it looks like the drought really isn't going to change anytime this week. Because even though we're going to get a pretty intense line of storms coming through and some rain, it's not going to change our drought situation too much. So from the National Weather Service here, we really don't have any watches or warnings out there, just because we don't have anything yet as of today. Now, tomorrow on Tuesday, it looks like we're going to be getting those storms coming through. So we'll talk about that in just a second. But I do want to bring up here the Storm Prediction Center. So for Tuesday, there is a pretty wide swath here of storm chances. This is almost, I would say, half of the United States of America here that has a storm chance going through. So it's pretty unstable out there in the atmosphere. So when we're focusing right now on the tri-state region, there is a storm chance throughout the entire day on Tuesday. Now this could linger a little bit into Wednesday, but the storm chances are really be on Tuesday, and the rain chance will really be on Wednesday. A couple other things I want to bring up here from the National Hurricane Center. We have a couple of areas of interest here. There is one that is pretty much due east of Bermuda. This has a 10% chance of formation in the next 48 hours. So it's not really a high chance, but it's something just to keep in mind because this could still cause some choppy waters along the Jersey Shore and along the south shore of Long Island if you're heading out to the beach at all this week coming up. Then we have the second invest or area of interest here. Now this one has a 50% chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours. This is a little bit higher of a chance. Not a little bit more, a significant higher of a chance. But this one, I don't really think it's going to affect our area here in the tri-state. This one, and again, this is where I'm going to be tracking these storms as they come through as kind of an extension of my senior year thesis from a decade ago. If this storm really stays south of Puerto Rico here, it's not going to come up the East Coast. If it heads over Puerto Rico, then it will come up the East Coast. And if it is north of Puerto Rico, then it will not touch the East Coast and it will stay out to sea, really just affecting Bermuda potentially. But I don't think this system is going to be on or north of Puerto Rico. So really it's just going to be staying south of Puerto Rico. So it's not going to really be affecting the northeast region of the eastern seaboard. All right, so on the radar here, there's really nothing out there to talk about. Now, yesterday on Sunday, we did have some rain that was early. I mean, like really early in the morning. But then it cleared out, and then we had some patchy clouds and then some sun yesterday. But then we're going to be seeing pretty nice conditions for today on Monday. Now, on the surface maps here, we do have this high pressure system in place. 1018 millibars, so that's a pretty good amount of high pressure. That's what's causing us to have some pretty good conditions for today, Monday. And we are going to be seeing these conditions really just for today. Now, tomorrow on Tuesday, we're going to be seeing the weather change a little bit. I'm taking a look at the satellite here. We don't see too much out there at the moment, but this will be changing as the next, I would say, 24 hours really approach, and we're going to be seeing that line coming through. Now, here on the good old tropical tidbits with the GFS, let's take a look here. This is where we have a pretty wide swath here of some severe weather potentially. I would say it's not a high risk of severe weather. It's really just going to be garden variety kind of thunderstorms at most. And then rain for the most of us. But we do have some areas where we could see some high chances of some very strong downpours for very quick. And then it stops. And then maybe a little drizzle. Then it stops again. Then some quick bursty downpours. Now, that's kind of what we're going to be seeing as the trend for Tuesday and Wednesday. The only thing that is causing concern here is because we are in a drought situation. The ground is very dry. Now, the rain would definitely help that, but because the ground's dry already, that rain is not going to absorb through the dirt. The rain is just really going to run off the dirt. What we really need to alleviate the drought is very slow rain. Drizzles to shower, that could be a day or more. That's what we really need to alleviate the drought. Now going through, it looks like here it's really just going to be lasting for your day on Tuesday, later half of the day, into the overnight hours. The overnight hours Tuesday into Wednesday. Looks like it's really going to be the bulk of the system here. And then going through your day on Wednesday, starting out in your morning, you could be seeing some lingering showers, especially along the coastline regions. But then it's going to be really starting to leave the area by the afternoon on Wednesday. And then after Wednesday, it looks like Thursday, Friday, it looks like Saturday here. We're not seeing any kind of rain in the forecast. And then going really until Monday of next week, we're going to be seeing the next chance of a shower at least. Not really rain, but the next chance of showers for our area are next week. So we really are seeing dry conditions here through most of the area. Now in terms of temperatures, let me bring this up here. Temperatures are going to be pretty moderate here. Where we're seeing our highs top off into the 70s to the low 80s. There's nothing really hot besides today coming through. Today's highs are going to be right around the upper 80s to about 90 degrees. That's really more inland, maybe around Newark, because Newark is really a heat island where we could see a little hotter weather. Same thing with New York City, Manhattan specifically. But beyond that, the temperatures are really staying in the low 80s to the upper 70s to the low 80s throughout most of the area there. And that's about it. And it's going to stay pretty consistent through the week ahead, where our highs are topping off in the low to mid 80s. So just about seasonal for this time of the year. And it's really not going to be very humid later half of the week. Now for Tuesday and Wednesday, because we do have the rain coming through, this is where we're going to be seeing the most humidity. But after Wednesday, it really starts drying out, and that's really about it. And one last thing here I want to bring up is the moss. Now on the moss data here, we're seeing the temperatures again, highs in the mid 60s. This is going to be depending on exactly where you are. Once you're a little bit more close to the water, it can be a little bit warmer. So maybe the upper 80s, so like Islip here. Newark is actually be a little bit cooler. But overall temperatures in the low to mid 80s for the week ahead. And then White Plains here, we're seeing temperatures again staying in the mid 80s for most of the week ahead. The exception being Thursday, where we could be seeing, and this is again a forecast model, so I don't entirely believe that this is going to be as high as the forecast model is saying. This is saying 87 for the high on Thursday. I don't think it's going to get that high. Maybe right around 85, 86, so it's kind of close. But overall, we're going to be seeing the low to mid 80s for highs for the week ahead. So I don't think we're going to be too hot coming up here. All right, let me transition back here. All right, so I hope you all enjoyed this video here. A little look at just a random abandoned motorcycle I found from a friend's suggestion at the mall. If you're new to the channel, Electrified Weatherman is the channel here, where we're talking all about science and technology, specifically with weather, and a lot of electric vehicle innovations and just reviews of electric vehicle, where I have my Tesla Model 3 review in progress going out right now, and I will have the Harley Davidson Livewire coming out very soon. So if you want to see that, hit that little subscribe button below and the little bell icon right next to that to get notified whenever I upload videos like this, or I do go live, which is usually on Tuesdays. Alright, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching the video. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video.